Before we get into today's video, I wanted to make a quick introduction to announce that we are now doing this full time. With that being said, I need everybody's help in order to maintain the production as well as the amount of views and total thing that we're getting from all of this so that we can maintain this and keep it going. Let's aim for 100,000 subscribers coming up. That's going to be the biggest goal to attain, but probably the one that I know we can do because I really trust myself and you guys. And I'm going to leave in the description to my TikTok page and my Twitch page. Please make sure you go and give those a like and a follow so we can help boost an additional source of potential revenue for the channel to help everything stay streamlined and maintained. Thanks everybody so much for your continued support. Thank you. What's going on, y'all? So we are back for another reaction. This one's going to be a bit of a long one. This one's about 17:59. That's about 18 minutes of a reaction here. For Toonami, Cartoon Network, Latin America promos and bumpers from 2002 to 2004. I'm kind of very excited to kind of dive in and check these out, if I'm being honest. This looks cool. What is this? Tandas Comerciales, Cartoon Network Latin America, May of 2000. Interesting. But without any further ado, I kind of wanted to jump into this. This is going to be a lot of fun. We love the Latin American stuff. I love a lot of the stuff from other countries. UK so far, I think, has been the weirdest for us. UK is just so out there. But this is Latin America. Latin America's got some really cool stuff from what we've seen. So let's jump into it, right? Es instantes.
Inuyasha, seguido por Duo Master.
Curious also how much of this is in English, because last time we did a Latin America bumper promo reaction or whatever, I was expecting them to all be in Spanish, but they were not. Some were. Most were in English, and I was very surprised, actually. Dude. Even in Latin America, they got the Toonami jams going. Right when the beat drops. Oh, so good, dude. I love that it wasn't just us who experienced Toonami. You know, they did have Toonami in Japan. But I've tried looking it up. There's not much you can find on it. I know they had the only clip I've seen is of Tom 3 for Toonami of Japan. I'm not sure when it started over there. Inuyasha. Oh, okay, this is a little different. Little different, very slightly.
Cuando el mal controla la tierra,
SEIYA.
una diosa renace y la reclama. Cuando el mal intenta destruir a la diosa Atena,
I think this is all
el cosmos
SEIYA.
debe convocar a un ejército de santos para defenderla. Entra en
I'm
Los Caballeros
very
del
unfamiliar
Zodiaco.
with Saint
Nuevo
Seiya.
episodio, hoy a
But,
las 18.
I mean, I
en
can.
Toonami.
I'm pretty good at being able to pick out like a style and like a design. So I can tell, like, oh, Saint Seiya, you know. This is cool. Toonami promo we've never seen. They do look different. I'll give them that. They do look different. Yeah, like the way it does that thing. Yeah, we didn't have that in the U.S. I don't think we had this in the U.S. either.
Tsunami es patrocinado por Bimbo. Bimbo.
Dude,
siempre rico,
this brand,
siempre fresco.
Bimbo, is very popular in any Latin American country, and that includes like Mexico. Bimbo is very, very popular brand. I honestly can't think of a brand in America that is as popular as Bim to Air in America. I wonder if they were also the people that made the promos to air in other countries. Maybe not. I would assume they have their own people over there to do that. I would assume.
Conéctate a Toonami.tv.
The Tsunami website. Very cool.
Juega juegos exclusivos de Toonami.
Explosivo de Toonami.
Mira clips exclusivos y aprende acerca de tus programas favoritos de Toonami. Juega, mira, vota, envía. Toonami en Toonami.tv.
Toonami TV. This is the same. This is pretty much the same as what we had in the US. Like, almost exactly the same, I would say. Right? More Saint Seiya, dude. Saint Seiya was probably very popular. Actually, that is something that I know is true. What is happening here? Why are we showing the whole... There we go. Look at that big Cartoon Network logo. My goodness. But Saint Seiya in Latin America is very popular. Much more popular than over here. Like, it aired over here, but it didn't catch on. Not really. In Latin America, and some of those other countries, dude, Saint Seiya is huge.
No te pierdas Gundam Wing en instantes en Toonami.
Gundam Wing was very popular here. Gundam Wing was very popular here. Now, I don't know if Gundam is something that's more popular in other countries. Well, I know Japan Gundam is probably more popular than any other country. Japan is... Dude, Japan and their mechs. Japan loves mechs. I can't think of... What do we love here in the U.S. It's like that? We like mechs, but we're not like mechs. Japan, at least in the 90s, it was like everything had to be mech. Like even like when cartoons would emulate anime, it was always somebody or something turning into a mech. Oh, this is a cool Dragon Ball promo. Unseen Dragon Ball promo. Look at that. Again, I don't think the editing is on their promos and stuff are anywhere near as good as what we had. They're still good, though. Like, let me not talk down on it. I think this is cool. It's like a comic book thing. Or more like a scrapbook kind of thing.
Ahora, si desea volver a la vida, este chico malo tendrá que hacer el bien. Hey, buen golpe.
Yu Yu Hakusho was popular here, but it wasn't super popular, if you know what I mean. Oh, JLU. Joker bringing that thing over, that bastard. I don't want to get copyrighted, so let me do that. I don't want to get copyrighted. Those people at Warner Brothers, man, they'll copyright anything. They'll copyright my shirt next. It's coming. The beats, man, I'm telling you, so good. This was such a whole vibe, man. Like, when you were a kid, like, if you weren't watching Toonami, you weren't cool. You weren't. This was like, yeah. Is it okay? All right, new kind of promo, and it's the Funimation dub.
No te pierdas Dragon Ball
Okay,
Z.
but
Hoy a las 18:30
why is it the
en
Funimation
Toonami.
dub? This is a commercial for you guys heard it, right? Like, that's clearly a Chris Sabat. Ugh! That is a very clear Chris Sabat. Ugh! And then, like, earlier on, I clearly heard Cara Edwards there as Gotenks.
No te pierdas Dragon Ball Z. Hoy a las 18:30
Interesting. I wonder why they did
en
it. Though that
Toonami,
hasn't been the
Cartoon
first
Network.
time. If you guys remember, here in the US, we had gotten a Dragon Ball Z promo for... Was it Dead Zone? I think it was World's Strongest. All in Japanese.
Has observado a Ash
Oh,
tomar
hold
una
on.
decisión crucial tras otra al intentar seleccionar el mejor Pokémon para cada tarea. Pero cuando llegó la hora de elegir tu propio Pokémon, tú superaste el desafío. Presentando Los Elegidos, una maratón de Pokémon de 24 horas seleccionada por ti en el televidente de Cartoon Network. Desde el
Like,
martes
this is
a las
clearly
17,
Pokemon World.
seguida por el estreno de una nueva temporada de Pokémon en
Dun,
Toonami,
dun, dun,
solo
dun,
por Cartoon Network. Porque
Dude, I've got so much of the Pokemon music just memorized. Like, not even like, oh, I've heard that. Like, dude. To Be a Master soundtrack, I have memorized. A lot. Are we just watching a whole episode? Alright, there we go. Oh, ending with Dragon Ball Z with Gotenks. Oh, X-Men Evolution. Goku!
Tsunami es patrocinado por Bimbo.
Por Bimbo.
Siempre rico, siempre fresco.
Inuyasha was always such a crazy show to me. I do find it interesting. I only just now realized, by the way, that Inuyasha is airing on Toonami. That did not happen in the US. I only just now realized that. Inuyasha was an Adult Swim action show here. Though I could see Inuyasha fitting on Toonami. Hold on a minute. This is a very interesting version of this. We saw this in the US, but the one we got in the US was full of music. This is just the pure raw sound effects. Dude, this is such a new and unique way to watch this.
Mira Toonami, de lunes a viernes
I'm
a
gonna
las
send
17
this to,
por Cartoon Network.
My friend Slim, who redoes all those Tsunami promo remasters. I'll send this his way. I don't know if he's ever seen that one that's got the raw effects like that, with almost no background. Yeah, so they're definitely like way seasoned. 2 or 3.
La guerra entre el bien y
If
el
they're
mal
on
es
Pokemon
sostenida
World,
por los dioses. Los
they're
guerreros
far.
en esta milenaria batalla son los
Dude,
caballeros
see,
del
what did I tell you?
Zodíaco. Estos valientes
I've
héroes
never seen
deberán
this many
viajar a través de
Toonami
las
Saint
12
Seiya
casas del
promos
Zodíaco,
in my life.
enfrentando lo inefable del mal para restaurar el reinado de
But
la
that's not a
diosa
bad
Atenas.
thing.
No
That
te
just goes to
pierdas
show you
Los
how much
Caballeros
way
del
more
Zodíaco,
popular this
hoy
show
a las
was
18 por Cartoon Network en Toonami.
than it was here in the US.
Cartoon Network tiene Pokémon. Cartoon Network tiene mucho Pokémon. Mira los nuevos episodios de Pokémon Master Quest. De lunes a viernes a las 17. Solo por Cartoon Network. Tienes que atraparlos a todos.
Gundam Wing. They end it with Inuyasha at, what does that say? 7 o'clock? 7:30? No, 6:30. 18:30, right? Well, no, that'd be 4:30, right? 16:30? No, that'd be 4:30. But if it's at 18:30, then it would be. No, 6:30. I'm all off.
Majin Buu solo piensa en la venganza. Pobre del universo.
A Buu Saga Z promo. Well, I mean, what's interesting is the only Dragon Ball I've seen in these promos so far has been Cell games and then Buu stuff.
Mira Dragon Ball Z Majin Buu Saga. Hoy
Majin
a las
Buu Saga.
18:30 por Cartoon
Look at that
Network
logo.
En Toonami. 9 humanos secuestrados en Toonami. Hoy a las...
Where did they get this logo from? Did they make it themselves in like a graphic design kind of thing? There's no way they were given this. I'm curious.
18
And look, it's only a 3-star Dragon Ball.
30 por Cartoon
How
Network
interesting.
En Toonami. 9 humanos secuestrados de sus hogares de alrededor del planeta y sometidos a experimentos cibernéticos en las manos de la malvada organización de los fantasmas negros.
I should have reacted to these with Black and Fist on stream, since he speaks Spanish.
Se han juntado para usar sus recién adquiridas habilidades
Next
biónicas
time.
en favor de las fuerzas del bien.
My Spanish is so-so.
Yo apuesto por los chicos biónicos. No te pierdas Cyborg 009 en instantes por Cartoon Network en Toonami.
Cyborg 009 is another one that I don't remember it being super popular here. Like I said, I remember it airing. It aired specifically in like Tom 3's era. It was what, like 04? I think? Somewhere around there. 04, 03, something like that. Oh, and that's it. Loved it. I loved how different it was. Like, I love how when you go from country to country, at least the first thought that comes to mind is, oh, it's the same thing, just in another language. But it isn't. You get to see not only their own promos and how they do things, but you get to see some of the same promos you've already seen in America in a different way. I wonder what this is. Un Día en el Viejo, Cartoon Network Latin America. Huh. Let's just check this out real quick. What is this? This is a Powerhouse bumper. What kind of filter did they put on this? I'm not liking whatever filter they put on this. I think it's just for this. That sounds terrible. So it's just another promos and bumpers thing. I might watch this with Black and Fist and react to that next. But anyways, you guys, leave your comments down below. What did you guys think? Any of my Spanish speakers in the audience, you guys liked it? What would you guys like to see me do more of? If you guys enjoyed Latin America, what other countries would you guys like to see me do Cartoon Network Bumpers reactions promos for? Let me know in the comments down below, and as always, I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Bye. Thanks so much to Schwarzenegger Bager 8110, Kame Senin, Loser HD, and the newest member to our Cartoon Fanatic tier, Susan Simone. If you would also like to become a member, on my channel there is listed multiple different tier levels, and you can pick out which one is best for you.